to retain this earthwork, the pressure built by this earthwork. To retain that, we construct these retaining walls. So, this is the cross section of hill roads in filling. So, students, we have done the cross section of hill roads in cutting, then cross section of hill roads in partly in cutting and partly in filling. Then we did the cross section of hill roads in filling only. So, now we come to a very important topic, that special problems of hilly areas. So, what do you think the special problems of hilly areas are? Design, construction and maintenance of hilly roads is always very difficult. I have already told you. So, great care has to be taken for their construction, as there are special problems related to hilly areas. So, what are these special problems? First problem is landslides. Landslides, they are very dangerous. Sometimes there are traffic jams on the roads for days together due to landslides. So, we will discuss them one by one. Second is drainage. Drainage problem is definitely there. Students, do you know that why roads fail in our country? The roads fail in our country due to poor drainage of the roads, poor drainage of water on the roads. That is the main reason why roads fail in our country. So, if this drainage problem is taken care of, then definitely the roads will have longer life. Then there is soil erosion. Soil erosion, you understand? And then snow avalanche. These are the problems that we face in hilly areas. So, now we will discuss them one by one. First of all, we will take the landslides. So, what is landslide? The term landslide denotes downward movement of rock matter on a slope under the influence of gravity. This sliding matter, the whole matter that slides down the slope, this sliding matter consists of natural rock, soils or artificial fills, etc. So, we can define landslide. So, it is defined as a rapid or sudden displacement of a big mass of a rock without any warning. So, landslide is most important problem in the maintenance of hill roads. It occurs due to shear failure of rock mass and sometimes due to tensile failure also. So, most of the time it occurs due to shear failure of rock mass. The intensity and magnitude of landslide varies greatly depending upon the extent and amount of slope and size of rock mass involved. So, it is a very awkward and very difficult situation when landslide occurs on hills. So, now we will discuss the types of landslides. First type of landslide is falls, second is slides, third is flows and fourth is complex landslides. So, let us discuss them one by one. So, first of all we will discuss the falls. The falls include free fall and rolling down of rocks down the slope. These type of landslides occur due to tensile failure. In fact, the grip of the rocks with the other material on the slope that weakens. Due to this type of failure occurs. So, this is called fall, the free fall. The rocks and big stones and small stones, they come rolling down the slope of the hill. So, how dangerous it could be, you can really imagine. So, next is slides. So, what is a slide? The movement of rocks caused by shear failure only is termed as slide. And whenever shear failure occurs, the shear cracks, they become very prominent and visible before the slide takes place. Then comes the flows. So, the type of landslide in which rock mass flows like a viscous material without any shear resistance is termed as flow. So, along with this material, everything flows. All the trees, all the bushes, even the houses, the buildings made on the slope, they will also flow with this. So, everything, the slide, whenever landslide comes, it takes everything on the slope with it. So, the type of the landslide in which rock mass flows like a viscous material without any shear resistance is termed as flow. In case of flows, the slip surface cannot be located. You can't find out from where the landslide started. So, then comes your complex landslides. So, the landslides which is a combination of one or more of failures. It is a combination, fall may be there, slides may be there, flows may be there. So, it is a combination, falls and slides may be there, only slides or flows may be there, or all three are there. So, if it is a combination, then it is termed as a complex landslide. Students, do you watch Discovery Channel? If you don't watch, then start watching this, because on Discovery Channel sometimes they show this type of landslides, and in one show they have shown the flow, how the material was flowing. It was really very dangerous. So, you must see Discovery Channel sometime, students, not always. So, now we come to the causes of landslides. There are two types of causes. First is external causes and second is internal causes. So, what are the external causes? Loads or vibrations due to traffic movement. When traffic moves on the roads, there are vibrations. Sometimes heavy traffic moves on the roads, there are vibrations, and due to this loads and vibration, this landslide occurs. When material is removed from the toe or the foot of the slope, then it removes the support from the underneath. So, when support is removed, the upper material is without a support and the landslide occurs, that causes the landslide. And sometimes increase in weight on slope due to snowfall or due to construction of some building or any other reason. Whenever there is increase in weight on slope, then the landslide occurs, and specifically due to snowfall, when there is increase in weight on slope due to snowfall. Then comes shocks and vibrations caused by earthquake, that also causes landslides. Cutting of natural ground on slope for road or railway track construction. Vibration created by rock blasting in the vicinity. Deforestation of slopes. So, what is deforestation? Cutting of trees, cutting of forests. So, removing of forests, removing of trees. So, that is also very dangerous. That is causing so many damage to our atmosphere, to our ecosystem. So, deforestation of slopes also causes landslides. So, it must be stopped. Eighth is undermining caused by man made excavations and burrowing animals or due to soil erosion. So, all these are external causes of landslides. Now, we will talk about the internal causes. The first internal cause is increase in water content and consequent increase of pore pressure in soil mass. When there is continuous rain, so continuous rain causes the increase in water content, the water gets absorbed in the soil on the slope, and then that increases the pore pressure, and the consequences are landslide. Second is when clay beds present on slope are wetted, they get wet. The clay beds, when clay is present on the slope and it gets wet, it acts as a smooth sliding surface, thus causing landslide. Next is weathering. Weathering will also make the rocks weak, and as a result they collapse. Next is weak zones like bedding plains or joint plains also cause landslides. So, what are the control measures to prevent landslides? Landslides which block the road traffic in no time is one of the most important problems in the maintenance of hill roads. So, landslides can be prevented by any one of the following methods: by providing adequate surface and subsurface drainage, by reducing earth slopes, that is, if the slope is very steep, it may be flattened, by slope treatment to minimize soil erosion by mulching and other treatments, by providing adequate protective works to improve the stability conditions like construction of retaining walls and buttresses at toe to give additional support. By preventing the construction of unauthorized heavy buildings and limiting heavy road and railway traffic, etc., which threatens slope stability. By providing cutting of trees in forest areas and excavations at the bases of the slopes. By preventing seepage of road pavement. In sensitive areas, restrictions on the use of heavy traffic and use of explosives should be imposed. So, now we talk about drainage in hill roads. So, the accumulation of water on road pavement is always injurious to the life of the road and safety of traffic. So, the accumulated water not only reduces the bearing capacity of the subgrade and erodes the soil near the roadway, but it disturbs the entire hill zone near the road, causing slip and reduces strength. Thus, road drainage is essential for hill roads to ensure smooth and speedy flow of water accumulated on or along the roadside. Road drainage in case of hill roads not only includes drainage of water flowing along or across the road surface, but it also covers complete drainage of its sides, including hill faces, above the road, along the road and khud side. For efficient drainage, catchwater drains or intercepting ditches should be provided higher up in the hill, parallel to the alignment of the road. Side drains should also be provided along one side or both sides of the roads. I have already told you about the catchwater drain. We have already discussed. So, here I would like to show this diagram to you. This is a drain, this is the hill road, water comes down and then falls in this drain, and I have already told you that this drain has got a longitudinal slope and the water falls in the catchwater pit, and then the water goes down the hill, down the slope through scupper. So, efficient road drainage system should have following aspects. The road surface should have adequate camber. There should be no accumulation of water on sides of the road. Seepage of water from the road surface and from road sides should be minimized by constructing subsurface drains. Minor cross drainage works should be provided at regular intervals. So, students, today we discussed the topic on hill roads. In my next lecture, we will discuss this topic, the topic of drainage in details.